Hey, laugh out loud. We got passion rain and some wind that I just thought it's not raining much. And it's just as the clouds pass over, it's dropping a little rain and then going on. Anyway, I've been out in the garden working, so I just thought I'd show you some of my jalapeno peppers I got here growing. This is already starting to populate again really well. The tiny ones. Anyway, I'll have another bumper crop before you know it. Oh yeah, there's some down there too. And here are my banana peppers. Look at how big that guy's getting. And then there's one right there. There's one right there. There is a couple there. There's another one. There's a little bitty one there. Lots of flowers and little pods. Little pods everywhere. I did pick one. Oh look, there's another one way back there. It seems to be all on this one first one. There are 4 in this row, but I do see little tiny pods and stuff all over the other ones and flowers, but I don't see any big ones like this or even that. Anyway, I did pull one off that was about this size here the other day and ate it. Kind of tastes like a bell pepper. Anyway, oh look, here's one. So yeah, this is my okra. Anyway, I had several of these in the bed growing, and I thought, you know, that kind of looks like a tomato plant, but I just didn't really pay much attention, and I pulled several of them up. And earlier today I was thinking, you know what, I wonder if those are those potatoes that I planted before the freeze, because I dug them up because the tops froze, and then I took the potatoes that had grown and then just threw them back in the bed. And look, here's another little thing. So now I'm wondering if those aren't potato. I did pull some up last week because I didn't know what they were. They were just volunteer plants. I never gave it a second thought. These sweet potato vines, these are volunteer sweet potato vines from my last crop, whenever that was. Anyway, this is okay then, I'm going over here. I don't know what that was, like a hornet or something. I was going to show you my blueberries, but yeah, I didn't like that bug. He looked like he was going to get me. See all these crazy volunteer sweet potato vines? I want to pull them out of this bed, but I'm just going to let them grow on the ground. So, oh look, there is something that will eat my crops right there, right? Grasshopper or something. I wonder where my praying mantis is. They were together the other day. Anyway, these are my Jerusalem artichokes. They're tubers, so they'll grow into the ground. The wind always blows that direction from the east toward the west, so they're all leaning that way. Oh, I think there's that crazy bug again. Anyway, look at my basil. It is insane. It is just insane growing well here. And then my rosemary. And I need to do something with this. I wish I had more dirt so I could plant those somewhere else, because they're completely covering the 4 blueberries that I have in here. This is another Jerusalem artichoke. I just don't have enough dirt, or I would be planting them somewhere else. And this is what I did today. These are all the sweet potato vines that have been growing crazily in the yard area. So I thought, you know what, I'll put a flower bed there and then fill it up with dirt, and then the sweet potatoes could grow there. And then I decided, you know what, that's too close to that bed over there. So I decided I still put the board in the same place, but I'm going to get a little board to put down here and down there, and then I'm going to have this flower bed right here, and then you'll still be able to walk through here. I'm going to let those sweet potato vines grow. I'm going to let them grow until they die. And then I'm going to make that a walkway. I'm going to make this a flower bed. But for right now, it's just going to be like this. I'm going to go ahead and start preparing it, get the ends on. Still needs to be leveled. This once was leveled. My husband did a really good job. Spent an entire day leveling this, putting it together for me. And so I have changed it like a million times since then. That is one good thing about these blocks. This whole block system is that if you get tired of it, or you don't like it, or you want to do something else, you can just change it. You don't need any tools unless you need a saw to cut a board. But so I'm using these 8-foot long boards, and I will have to cut some boards for here. But if you don't ever change the shape of it, you won't have to cut anymore. And if you make them 8x4, and then when you change them, if you still keep your 8x4 situation going on, you won't have to do any more cutting. And you can get them cut at Home Depot, but my husband cut them for me. So anyway, back to where I was at. I'm going to make this a bed, and I don't know what I'm going to plant in it. I don't have dirt. I don't know when I'll be able to get dirt. Dirt is elusive around here. So yeah, so all I got to do is put the ends on this one and then start filling it up. I'm going to let this be a walkway, and then this will be the other flower bed. So I have this extra block, and then those 2 extra blocks down there since I put these 2 boards here. These are all my crazy volunteer sweet potato vines, and I don't know that I'll get sweet potato there. I guess I left a sweet potato in the ground, and so now it's growing vines. The thing about it is that I cleaned this whole space off, and then I laid landscape fabric down, and then I put bark mulch on top of that. So that's all that I originally put down. I'm not going to say that Stevie Ray didn't tear up 20 bags of dirt and they're here. I did try to salvage as much of that dirt as I could and put it in my flower bed, and that's why I got the fence around my garden. And then he tore another 7 or 10 bags up in the front yard. But I put them on the truck, so I didn't think he could get them. And yeah, he got them before I got them back to the backyard. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Anyway, so I'm going to probably keep this flower bed here, and then there's going to be a space, and then a flower bed here. And then I also considered next year, not this year, I also considered, you know what, I could just do them this size. So then I could just have a flower bed, no flower bed. I could have 3 sets. So I would just start here and come over to here and put a flower bed here, then have a space, and then, you know, it would be even. And then I'd have 3 rows instead of just 2. And this one's 4 foot wide, so I could, you know, just do them 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot, 2 foot of space, 2 foot of bed. I don't know. It's just the thought. And that's one reason I don't have tattoos. It's not the only reason, because I can't make up my mind, and I don't want to be stuck wearing the same dress every day for the rest of my life. So, you feeling me? Yeah, I don't want the same thing stuck on my body for an entire life. I want something different tomorrow. Anyway, those are my black-eyed peas there. I put this up here so it would help them support them until they started growing up there. And then I have this over here. And then I have a volunteer sweet potato here. There's a volunteer sweet potato there and there. I did not even plant sweet potatoes here. This was just the walk path. And actually the sweet potatoes were planted here in this 4 foot bed. And from here down to there, I didn't have anything planted. I just never had time. But I also have volunteer sweet potato vines here. I think there's 2 of them. And then these, there was no sweet potatoes planted here. This was just the yard space area right here. So this is all volunteer sweet potato vines. And I know you're supposed to make slips so sweet potatoes will grow. I don't care. I'm not going to dig them up until they die. And I don't know if I'll have sweet potatoes or not. But even if you don't have sweet potatoes, you can eat these. You can eat these leaves. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And then here's another volunteer sweet potato here. All these are volunteer sweet potatoes. Looks like that one's coming up from right there, and then I don't know where this one's coming up from. But you can see it's rolling out there. There were actually no sweet potatoes in this area. Well, actually I did have some sweet potatoes in this area, but it wasn't this type. I had the heart-shaped sweet potatoes here. And then you can see there's sweet potato vines over there. But this bed here, this 4-foot square bed here, had no sweet potatoes in it because this bed wasn't here last year. Okay, so because I made it shorter, the sweet potato bed used to be over here. This 4-foot square used to be right here, and then this bed, this whole bed here was right here, but you couldn't get. It was like this much space in between the wall, the porch thing here, and the bed. It was hard to get around, and so I moved it over. And I like it much better that you can walk through here. And even though the bed is smaller, it scaled it down, and the bed is not overwhelming to the space. So you can see that's where I put that one. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to have fun, trying to learn stuff, and go from there. And I don't really have a lot of time these days, and so hopefully the things that I do now and the mistakes I made and the things I learn will help me for one day when I do have time. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Anyway, so yeah, this is a Becky Blue. No, this is a pink lemonade blueberry. This one's a Becky Blue. The one in the center is a Susie Blue, and the one at the end is a Becky Blue. And they look nice. I'm just not getting any berries. I got one berry from that one down there, and so these were super tiny when I got them. So it'll probably be next year or the year after. But I'm growing them now until they start producing. And when I have more time, I can pay more attention to them. Well, that breeze feels really good. So anyway, I'm just gonna leave this sweet potato vine here. I'm probably gonna clear all these sweet potato vines out of here and try to clear all this junk out of here, because I'd like to continue filling dirt in this space, probably till right here, because I don't have enough dirt to go down there. And uh-oh. There's that frog. There's that frog. Uh-oh. He's hiding. Anyway, I was sitting in my chair and I thought I was hearing it sounded like a bullfrog. I'm like, I don't know where he's at, but why is he making that noise at me? I didn't know where he was. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Super excited about all the banana peppers, and these are my Jerusalem artichokes. They kind of look thin through here, and but it's been raining or storming every day off and on forever. And I actually turned this pot around. This stem here was jettisoning out this direction, if you see my last video. It was almost parallel to the ground, so I turned it around so that this container could support it, because this one is a nice healthy one, and I think I'm gonna try to keep that one, because this one here is the original part of it that came on it, and it looked like that from the beginning. So yeah, I mean, however, this top piece is new, but it don't even look good. So I'm gonna keep this one as my one that I trellis up. I do need to get that in the ground and do something with it. And here is, I got some bugs all over here. I don't know if you can see them. I see spider webs. I see a spider. I see stuff. Anyway, these are my Jerusalem artichokes. And these are my red burgundy okra. Here, there's 2 of them planted in here. I know that's too many. And then this one is another Jerusalem artichoke. Jerusalem artichoke, Jerusalem artichoke. But inside here, I have these 2 here. These 2 here are green spineless okra. And I planted them at the same time I planted those. I just think they're being overshadowed by the Jerusalem artichokes. Yard's a mess. I don't have a lawnmower. I need a lawnmower, but I need one small enough that I can fit in this space. And then this is my eggplant. This is my eggplant here, and it has been producing flowers very well. I don't know if this is a flower or if it's actually going to start being a eggplant. So, to me, I think the flowers are just coming on and then falling off. But after the flowers get a certain stage, you know, they're just falling off. I do have them staked. This is the kind of eggplant they are here. It is an eggplant, a Black Beauty. It is a Bonnie Plant Company. And those are weeds. Those shouldn't be in there. Okay. Anyway, then those 3 of the these 3 containers here are the pink lemonade blueberries, and then these here are yard longs here. Those are yard longs. Look, I actually see something here. Look how long it. Oh, I thought I pulled it off. This is not a yard long, but I'm thinking it's ready. It's got ants on it or something. So see how long it is? It's over a foot. Oh, it actually looks like it's still growing, but it's gonna touch the ground before long. Keep stepping on things. But yeah. And then the grasses or weeds or whatever. I think there's another frog over there. I never did pick these. They've dried on the vine. Here is one here. There are a couple that are still green. But yeah. I can't even get over there to my blackberries. You see how tall all this is. And there is a dragon fruit down there. And yeah, I put this sheet down here so I can get to the water over there. But it's a mess. Thank goodness I'm not in Shed Wars, right? They'd have the sheriff after me or something. Oh, that's so crazy. So silly. Anyway, yeah. So that's where I'm at. I just came out here. I didn't even know I was coming out here. I didn't even know. Today's trash day, and so I picked up a bunch of trash, and then I picked up a bag of trash, like a 32-gallon drumliner, and a burn trash and burn it. I worked a little bit on my table. I sanded one of the legs, and then the next thing I know, I'm out here in the garden. It just happened. So yeah. Yeah, so these here are onions. I know I didn't say that. These here are all my onions. And then those are onions right there. And then the part at the end is mint. But I do have onions over here if they've survived. There is a roll up right through here, but they're totally being dominated. So see, this is one of those like I pulled up last week, and I'm thinking that might be a potato. This is trash. But yeah. And this here is a zinnia. I got a trail of them all the way around to the front, so I'm thinking the water goes through here, out there, and then around to the front of the house. So yeah, just gonna throw this outside the garden. Yep. All right, guys. I guess I've talked enough. I enjoyed talking to you. Any suggestions or see? Here's another one of those. They were a mixed bag, and they're all through the garden yard area now. They were planted here last season. Oh, see, here's some more onions here. But yeah, I got to get that sweet potato vine out of there. It's overshadowing everything. Anyway, please comment below. Suggestions, tips, ideas, anything. I'm up for it. I'm in the learning process, trying to learn what I will be doing in my retirement age. Yeah, I'm pushing that, you know. Okay, guys, this is Lisa with Barnyard Chicken, sending all my love and my hugs. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until we meet again, I'll be doing that pickled okra challenge soon. If you'd like to enter, just you can text me, send me an email, and my email is in the description box below or in the About Me section on my YouTube page. It's easy to find. So anyway, yeah, and I'm doing that with Break a Leg and Let's Dig It Homestead, Voon Chow, Heritage Hearth Homestead, I believe, and Mr. I don't know, but I do have all of the information on my video tile. Got